Once upon a time, in a land where magical creatures roamed freely, there lived two very different beings. One was an angel named Lumina, whose heart was as bright as the morning sun. She had golden wings and a smile that could melt even the coldest snow. The other was a demon named Shadow, who was as dark as the midnight sky. He had bat-like wings and eyes that glowed like embers in the dark. Despite their differences, Lumina and Shadow both longed for a sense of belonging. They lived in a land divided by a mystical forest, which was said to be enchanted. The angel community lived on one side, and the demons lived on the other. One day, Lumina decided to explore the forest. Her heart was filled with curiosity and a desire to understand the world beyond her own. As she wandered deeper into the woods, she heard a rustling sound. To her surprise, she found Shadow sitting by a shimmering pond, looking lonely. "Hello," she said softly, not wanting to startle him. Shadow looked up, startled but curious. "Who are you?" he asked. "I'm Lumina, an angel." "Who are you?" she replied. "I'm Shadow, a demon," he said, expecting her to flee. But Lumina didn't run. Instead, she sat next to him. "What brings you here?" she asked. "I come here to think," said Shadow. "I feel like I don't belong anywhere." Lumina's eyes softened. "I feel the same way," she confessed. "Maybe we can be friends?" Shadow hesitated, but then he nodded. From that day on, they met by the pond every day. They talked about their dreams, fears, and everything in between. Slowly, they realized that they weren't so different after all. One day, a terrible storm hit the mystical forest, causing chaos and destruction. Lumina and Shadow knew they had to act quickly to save the creatures living there. Together, they combined their powers, Lumina's light and Shadow's darkness, to calm the storm. The mystical forest was saved, and so were its inhabitants. Their brave act didn't go unnoticed. The angels and demons couldn't believe their eyes when they saw Lumina and Shadow working together. "If an angel and a demon can be friends, why can't we?" asked a young angel. "Yes, why can't we?" echoed a demon elder. From that day on, the divide between angels and demons began to fade. They started to learn from each other, share their cultures, and build a world where everyone belonged. And it was all thanks to Lumina and Shadow, who showed that even the most different beings could find common ground and become friends.